And what's up, everybody? Welcome to AlexNav.com, and we are running down the best PlayStation 4 games of E3 2016 for you guys. We got to see a ton of surprises and a ton of non-stop gameplay footage from their conference that we recapped for you guys on our YouTube channel, so you guys can check that out. But we're going to give you guys like the best games that we played or saw or that showed up for you, so you guys know what to expect, dude. And I was kind of blown away by a little game called Gravity Rush 2. I played Gravity Rush on the Vita, and I wasn't like, whatever.
No, total That game was like,
Yeah.
I could see where people would like it. It had an interesting story, but like that game, I always wanted to play it on a console. Then it came to the console, and I was just like,
Yeah, and it comes to now we got the second one coming, and on the PlayStation 4, dude, totally surprised me. I got a chance to hop up and check it out, dude. The visual style is freaking crazy awesome looking.
The visual
on the
style is
PlayStation 4. I don't know if
amazing.
it's like just the power that the system has compared to the Vita, and remastering a Vita game isn't going to bring you what the expectation is at this level. But dude, it was awesome. Dude, it played super smooth. I had a blast with it, and they didn't show anything or really talk about it during the conference.
No.
It was just like, hey, here you go. You can check out the demo and play a little bit, man.
Yeah, like just getting your hands on that thing and just seeing the way they use like these realistic graphics with these like anime style cartoon graphics was so gosh darn interesting. I wish more
dude.
like games would do that.
Yeah, it would be really cool. Like any cartoon game, adding that little depth to it, dude, it just blows it away, dude. Another game that we got to check out, Resident Evil 7, another surprise. This isn't the best game. I'm just kind of giving you guys an idea.
We'll finish this thing on our best game, right?
Yeah, dude. Resident Evil 7. You guys already are hearing, dude. People are getting sick from the game. It's not the VR headset. I wish that someone would come out and say it's not the VR headset. Besides me, the advocate of it's not the fucking VR headset.
Yeah.
You play this game in the dark with your controller, and you're gonna feel sick anyways. It's the constant like looking around in every nook and cranny, barely visible, squinting your eyes out to try and see shit that makes you sick once you come back to the real world. It doesn't have anything to do with the VR headset. I'm sure a little bit, but it's just the game in general. Like I was getting kind of sick playing it myself. Like it's just like because you're
certain
trying
first-person games do that to people, right?
It's-
Like,
well,
can you
it's-
put
it's
that
the
exact
dark, yeah.
same FOV into a VR headset?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I didn't get to play this one in VR. Unfortunately, I have to do the Batman one, but I'm sure I would have thrown up all over somebody. Just because I have a knack of getting sick when I play some first-person games, and this looks to be like the same kind of game that's going to make me nauseous, unfortunately.
Yeah, and if the real game comes out and it's like less looking in nooks and crannies and walls and up and down and left and right, it's super fast, I'm sure it'll be fine. But it's just like right now at this point, all it is just like you're just looking around for like little trinkets to pick up. But Resident Evil 7 first person is going to be
Awesome.
freaking amazing, dude. I
Very
can't
cool.
wait for
Very
that.
cool idea. I'm glad they're going back to the roots / something totally different.
Yeah, dude, and we got a chance to see a little bit more of Days Gone. But dude, I want to talk about my absolute favorite game of E3. That was almost I would say my favorite of E3 last year, dude. Horizon Zero Dawn, dude, stole the show again for me. This time, like, giving me so much more to look at, a better view of what the game's going to be, and actually letting me check it out and play it. And I can tell you guys, like, straight up, like everything you see them do isn't a gimmick. Like the way they're throwing, like, and capturing like this herd of like dinosaur robots. That's like legit. It's super easy to do. You hit like 2 buttons and you're throwing down these grappling hooks on creatures. Like it's ridiculously easy. You're launching like stun grenades to knock them over, and like you're turning them on your team, and like the visuals are just like super impressive. Like all the gameplay, man, it's
so cool.
Yeah, dude, it plays like exactly how I wanted it to play, but I didn't think it would, and it totally does. It blew me
If
away.
anybody's like watching this like me, you guys are watching these guys do this gameplay demo, going like, "Why the hell are you now roping this guy to begin with?" Right? Like they're like shooting him and they're prancing around. You know, they're selling the game, just like making it look beautiful
Yeah.
and playing it. And like the first thing I did when I went in there is I roped that son of a bitch. I was like, "This is how I play the game." And I'm
Yeah,
like roping
dude.
them, but you know what? Like you knock them down and they get up and escape from the ropes, right? So like they were playing it actually correctly in the demo. You got to beat them up a little bit, then you rope them, and then you go in for the final kill. But you can't rope them out of the gate. I'm just saying.
And it's cool too. They only show you like being able to turn like shoot, I forget the character's name, but the dinosaur into a rideable creature, where you can actually get the little raptor robots and turn them to help you, and they'll attack and fight for you. And I was able to do that in the demo too, because I was like, well, let me see what I can do with these guys and do it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I think that
Very
was
impressive
probably
demo.
my favorite of E3 for 2016. What about you, man?
Man, I am torn between 3 games. I thought 4 games. Is that a lot? Is that too many? And like,
dude,
we have like I have 1 minute to talk about 4 games. Days Gone, I thought was really interesting and cool, and it doesn't do anything spectacular except for the fact I thought all the zombies looked really good and had a lot of those Uncharted mechanics where like very contextual, like you run under a door and he kind of like moves and had really great animation. But the demo was using like infinite ammo and it was kind of like silly, so I was just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was just showing off like the maximum amount of zombies you can have on a screen and like killing, because the way they're talking about it is like weather effects are going to be insane and like have a huge impact, and so is the bike. So
yeah, 2 of the things that you really didn't get to experience in this demo.
Yeah.
There's just a guy running from things with infinite ammo, so it wasn't the best showing of what I think could be an interesting game. Then I mean, obviously I'm a God of War fan, so God of War and Baby Kratos, like little Baby Kratos.
Baby Kratos, dude.
A lot of cool things in that trailer, man. It's hard to not say that was the best PS4 game shown at the show, because it just looked so neat. And
I like the new direction they're going with.
It's
like,
a different direction though, so I don't know. It's not really God of War. They're like, I almost feel like it's a cop out making God of War like a slow, easy pacing game. But you know, we've seen a lot of games really fail when they try to do like story and like not. It's hard to do. Like if you're not like the guys making Last of Us or Uncharted, it's not an easy task. So that game was really great. I also love Detroit Becomes Human, another game that just looked unbelievably glorious. Like anything David Cage does, I'm all for. And the sheer amount of choices that they showed in this one scene in the trailer at the press conference was staggering / amazing. I also love Blade Runner, so that was really cool. And I almost gave that the game of the show, except the one I'm actually going to go with is surprising, which is Spider-Man.
Oh,
Because,
dude, really?
Dude, I love Infamous. Like, I'm an old school Infamous fan, like from back in the day, and I even love Second Son. I Closet loved that game when it came out. I just thought it looked really cool and it was interesting and fun, and I always wanted them to do real superheroes. So now they got Spider-Man, and the game we kind of knew it was coming, but it looked phenomenal, right? Like whether or not that's actual in-game or CG, who knows at this point.
It's got to be in-game.
But knowing what they've done with Infamous Second Son, I would not be surprised. But it looked like the Spider-Man game I've wanted for like 10 years. And I don't even love Spider-Man. I'm well known and adapted to not love Spider-Man and not love Superman, but this looks so much fun.
Because they've been going back to the same gimmick, like every time they do a Spider-Man game. Like it's just kind of cartoony, kind of like flipping around. But this is like totally, I don't know, going into that realistic, like you said, dude, the Infamous direction, where it's like got that awesome city and the awesome mechanics. Like the way he fucking flips around that place, man, was crazy. Blew my mind.
That was so. It's another game that I wouldn't have thought that would be my favorite game of the show, but I definitely am going to say Spider-Man is my favorite PS4 game at E3 2016.
Nice, dude. Yeah, and it's the biggest surprise for me too, man. I actually was like, I did not see it coming, and I felt like I should have. But yeah, dude, Spider-Man, amazing, dude. And mine, Horizon Zero Dawn. If you guys haven't checked it out, dude, check it out. We got some footage for you guys on the website. Make sure you guys stick around. Let us know down below what you guys thought was the best of E3. PS4, let us know what you guys think is the best game coming out this year, and what we might have missed, dude. Let us know what you guys think. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining me. Thank you guys for joining us for the best PlayStation 4 E3 game of 2016, and we'll see you guys around next time.
PSVR is legit.
Oh, dude, it is. So good.